Hi Cancer, welcome to How I Love Tarot. This is your January 2022 monthly reading. And sorry, this is not a monthly reading, this is a weekly reading. Now, I've already pulled your tarot and I'm looking at several different areas for the week. I've got your present position here. I've got your strength, I've got your challenge, I've got several layers of the outcomes. I've got the first layer, the second layer, and the third layer. And this reading is kind of, as I was pulling the energy, it's going in different areas. So if you're used to my readings, you'll know that either you take the reading in the present position or you don't. But because this is covering so many different areas, in this situation, what I would like you to do is take the section that resonates with you, because and in regards to the outcome, if you can take the present position and the whole reading, then the outcome then that's your reading. Okay, so here we have in the present position, we have the Queen of Swords, the Hermit in reverse, the Page of Swords in the upright, and the King of Coins, or the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Spirit, can you bring forward for me what is happening with Cancer for the week, and why are these cards present? What will validate the reading for Cancer? What is going on in the present position for them? Cancer, so you've spoken your piece right here. We've got the Queen of Swords and the Hermit in reverse. You are, not only have you spoken your piece, but it's taken, what's interesting about this energy is that for a long time you've been out of what I call your juju, J-U-J-U. And so normally for you, Cancer, it's easily for you to kind of live in a way that is extremely authentic, and you're very gentle when you have to come across with what the truth is, especially if that's a difficult truth. But in this situation here, what's happened is this has to do with something that's very dear to you. So you've come forward in a way to tell the truth about something. Now, you weren't lying. What it was is that it's kind of like it took you a while to own authentically how you were feeling about a situation. And here in the current position, we've got you where it looks like, at least by the time you look at this reading, you've spoken your truth. And for those of you that can't identify with that, you may be speaking your truth this week. It's not done with force, it's done with an incredible amount of compassion, and it's done with a lot of compassion in regards to the other person or the other situation. Now, like I said, there's different areas that's coming out in this reading. I'm getting career, I'm getting money, and I'm getting love. So here, Spirit is making me feel this has to do with both career and love. So first of all, with career, it feels like if you're dealing with a boss or a business owner or a business partner or whatever that is, you've spoken your truth about what was bothering you. It feels as if there was, if it's a career situation, it feels like there was some type of form of intimidation going on, and you stood up for yourself. But in standing up for yourself, you pulled back, so it didn't come across aggressively. So it came across extremely assertively. For those of you in a love situation, and for some of you, it's both work and love. I mean, talk about setting the story straight, Cancer. It looks like this sweeping effect in your life. And in love, it looks like recently here too, there's this owning of really how you're feeling about a situation, and coming forward very compassionately and empathetically. And even though you're owning your own truth, it looks like the way that you're communicating your truth is in a way where the other person can receive it. So it's not like, so if there was a situation in regards to making things right, you weren't saying to the person, well, if you do this, this, and this, and this, I can feel better. What you're doing is saying, it's not that the other person doesn't need to take accountability, but you're not focused on that. And it feels like the words that were spoken were very compassionate and just kind of like I statements, so, I realize that blah, 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 blah. And I realize that, without you, this, that, and the other. And so you're not pointing fingers. You're just basically saying how you feel and that you miss them and care about them. And for others, it's kind of like making peace. You've definitely laid down your sword. You knew and you know that you were harsh in that situation. And now for some of you, this is a past person that you're mending bridges with. With other people, you're also thinking about a recent person right here, where it feels like everybody that you've been dealing with, if you've had communication with them, and this even has to do with somebody that really hurt you really badly, and it feels like there's some type of communication, and again, you're doing it extremely compassionately with an energy of grace and an energy of not about pointing fingers, right? It really is about how you're feeling, and that life is short, and that you don't want to leave a bad taste in anybody's mouth. And it has nothing to do with right or wrong. It has to do with you owning how you want to be in the world. And that's what I say, you haven't been in that energy for such a long time because you've been healing. And it shows that you're coming out of that healing stage, and it shows that you are really moving forward. And one of the areas that you were stifled in for such a long time is communication, because it feels like communication was extremely disrupted in your energy. And not because of you, but because of the traumas that you went through. So some of the communication that was experienced with these past people had to do with very reactive communication, and not kind of the way that you like to do things. So I have that showing up in your energy in the present position, where you lay your sword down and you're doing everything with grace. Here, and people are accepting it. What's interesting about it is, as I look at your love situation right here, and even a communication with a boss or a higher authority, there is a lot of respect being shown to you. They may not display it. It doesn't feel like they do. It doesn't feel like they communicate it to you. But I can tell from the energy with the way that they're looking at you that, you know what, anybody else in this situation would have handled it 1,000 different ways. And look at Cancer. Cancer is doing this with dignity, with integrity, with grace. It was always the Cancer that I knew, kind of thing. And there is a quiet respect and regard for you. And so it's coming across extremely strongly to the people that you're talking to. You're leaving quite an impression because you're doing it so gently. And again, it's about this ownership of, this is how I did things in that situation. Even though everybody's wrong in this situation, in all these past situations, whoever you're dealing with, there's lots of things that were wrong with the other person, but it's just the way you're doing it, Cancer. A lot of grace, a lot of integrity, definitely queen energy in regards to just getting on with business and owning who you are, and not worrying about other people needing to take responsibility for their actions. That's the thing about operating in the queen energy. It's not about forcing others to take responsibility for their actions. It's just like, you know what, you are where you are in your life, but this is where I am, and I'm finally back to me. I'm finally back in a space that I'm going to own what, say what is important to me. Here in the Page of Swords energy, Spirit, bring it forward. And why is the King of Coins in the reverse? Bring it forward in their present position. So here what we have is people flocking to you. People are flocking to you, Cancer, because what ends up happening in this queen energy is that you become extremely approachable. And people are very, very drawn to you. Now, for those of you that are in the healing arts, there's going to be an increase in your communication and people being drawn to you and your ability to heal in the healing arts. For those of you that are not in the healing arts, it does feel like just you're oozing a very powerful energy of humbleness, grace, sweetness, Your light is really shining. And again, there's this kind of energy about you where you're so approachable and so likable. And so here in the King of Coins energy, that's what that means. Thank you, Spirit. So what this means here is whoever you've been dealing with in authority, and that has to do with somebody, could be a boss, could be anybody, I don't know who the hell it is, but somebody that has authority over you. And for some of you, it has to do with an ex, one that hurt you very deeply, and Spirit is saying destroyed your life. Something that destroyed your life for some of you it has to do with authority, some of you it has to do with a boss. Bloody hell, for some of you it has to do with all three. I mean, so what's happening here is that you've knocked them off their perch, right? You're the one in control, not them. And you're not doing it through force, you're doing it through humbleness and going kind of like reverse psychology. So there's a lot of, instead of them trying to exert their power over you in this situation, they're not. They're allowing you to come forward, and if anything, they're kind of rolling out the red carpet for you. However, I'm not really sure that you can feel that or see that, but that's what's happening in all of this energy. And Spirit makes me feel with the exes as well. Because of the way that you've come forward so gracefully and not pointing fingers and not making them take accountability for their actions, there's a lot of kind of invisible, it's a weird word to use in a reading, but there's like a lot of invisible healing that's going on with the other people involved with you because of the way that you're handling this. Okay, so many cards came out for you in the strength position. Let's see where this goes. Spirit, can you bring forward the strength position for the week for Cancer? We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Seven of Coins or the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords in the upright, so all of these in the upright position. We have the Two of Cups in the upright position, and we have the Death card in the upright position. Spirit, bring it forward, please. Bring it forward. What's going on in the energy here in the strength position for Cancer? Cancer, you have come to the end of your healing. Those of you that have been going through several years of healing, you are absolutely in a place in your life where this has now taken place. We've got the Death card. We've got complete transformation, and this complete transformation of letting go of all Cancer. Spirit, come forward in the strength position. Speak through me, Spirit. Letting go of all the past hurt and pain is allowing you to lay to rest things that you've been focused on that have really affected who you are today. There's been, and it's not just recent past hurt and pain, it's accumulated past hurt and pain. There's been a recent loss in your life of some sort, and this is allowing you to kind of put a close to an end of a chapter in your life. This loss it's kind of like the final cherry on the cake for you, and it feels like, I don't know, for some of you, it feels like something that you knew was going to happen. And so you're laying to rest your past, you're laying to rest you're laying to rest the journey that you needed to go on in order to get to the place that you are now. And so we have the Two of Cups. I just need to take this out. And so we have the Two of Cups, and in the Two of Cups energy, we have you completely ready to move forward in your life in a way that is, all I can say is so, you know, I told you in the beginning that there were different areas of your life coming out. And in the strength position here with the Death card right here, what's happening is you're now able to free up the struggle, and you're able to really own that, how you want to move forward in love. Before, it's been, you know, a series of experiences where you were, sorry, Cancer. It was a series of experiences that you had to go through in order to get to this place in love. And so that's kind of what's happening in the present position, where you're laying to rest everything, absolutely everything. You know exactly what you want in love. You know who it is that you want in love, and you know why you want it. And so there's so much clarity in your energy, and there's no more fear. There's no more fear of coming together with somebody. Here in the strength position, it shows that you, for most, those of you that can take it and can identify it, it shows here love. It shows here that you are in love with somebody. It shows here that it's taken you a while, but you are coming together with this person. It also shows that they are on the same page as you, and because you've been able to let everything go and allow that energy to flow, and not do it through fear, but to do it through, you know what, I'm just going to say what I have to say, do what I have to do, and I'm going to express what I have to express. You can either take it or leave it. No love lost. And if you don't feel the same way, then you don't feel the same way. And so there's this joining, and the person does feel the same way as you. It's just that it's kind of like with you coming forward so compassionately and so empathetically, without any type of expectation of them, you're allowing them to step forward in a way that they want to, and they want to join together with you. They feel an incredible amount of emotion for you. They can reciprocate. So there is anybody that you've been entertaining. Again, this is more out of fear and going through the healing process. You're letting go of. You're completely focused on one person, and that's showing up in your strength energy. And here we see the Six of Swords, you moving forward, and it shows that you're moving forward with them. And it shows that there's so much empowerment in your energy now that you can move forward with, you know, like an unknown future. Like you're not afraid of the unknown anymore. You're not afraid of, you know, kind of things have to happen in a certain way for you to feel secure. And here we have, here in the Seven of Coins, all this energy of compassion, empathy, the money, and loyalty, and you feeling finally happy about what is ahead of you, and taking all this kind of strategic energy now and putting it into what it is that you want to create, which is a lot of financial abundance. It's moving forward in your career. It feels like everything got stalled, Cancer. Every inch of your life got stalled. For those of you that can take it, it feels like there was just a tsunami in your life that you survived, but everything else was destroyed on every level of your life: career, job, relationships, friends, family. I mean, talk about a total shift of consciousness and experience. It's almost like this chapter of your life moving forward now, and this transformation, this whatever, those of you that can take a loss recently, it really marked the end of a chapter for you, and you're now moving forward. 2022 is going to be quite, I was going to say spectacular, but I don't know if you're going to see how spectacular it is until you look back at 2022. 2022 is going to be about seeds being planted. It's going to be about action being taken. It's going to be about seeing the pitfalls that are in front of you and just navigating them easily and effortlessly and going about your business, and not fearing the worst, but actually just looking at the challenges ahead of you and saying, you know what, if I can do this, I can do anything. And so bring it on. And so still quietly, still in a humble energy, still gracefully moving forward in the way that is loyal, and authentic to who you are. Here in the Knight of Cups, we've got love again. We've got love, and we've got a really playful energy in your Strength position. We've got a lot of flirtation. There's a lot of flirtation with your person, and it looks like what's happening here, for those of you that can take it in a love situation, what we've got here is a friendship. We've got friendship being built. We've got coming together in an emotional way, but so much strength in your energy in regards to, and their energy in regards to playfulness, sharing of experiences, a lot of laughter, a lot of accepting that this person is different than me, and a lot of curiosity. And so both of you are in an energy of, who is this person and what are you about and why am I so attracted to you? And so there's a lot of curiosity, there's a lot of opening up of the heart, there's a lot of emotional energy, there's a lot of just free flowing fun. All of that is sitting in your strength. I got to move on. I could stay on this strength position for like the next 2 hours, but you probably would have fallen asleep by then. But it's just flowing, and I just remembered I got to do the rest of the reading. Cancer. Getting carried away with myself here. We got the Hierophant in the reverse, the 8 of Coins in the reverse, and the 5 of Wands in the reverse for your challenge. So this is about your person. First of all, different things here. So what we have is first about your person. It looks like a commitment is pending. You've worked hard on this connection. The work that you've put into it, the sacrifice that you've put into it, the energy that you've put into it, the conflict, the internal conflict that you went through here about coming forward to your person and just speaking your truth and saying how you feel, and that you want a commitment. You're now sitting back and waiting. You're not putting any more effort into this in regards to, you're not beating a dead horse, right? You've said it once, and now you're just kind of giving to the situation energetically and physically, but you're not through your speech, it doesn't feel like you're pressuring the situation. So Spirit, why is it a challenge? It's a challenge because because all of this is pending, right? So all of this is pending energy. So it feels like you want to know where you stand in love, even though you kind of know where it's going and you feel good about the situation. You would like a commitment spoken from the other person. And so the other person is kind of going through this process right now. When it comes to career, what it feels like, same thing. You're making a decision about whether you want to stay in that situation. Everything's in reverse. So again, all the challenges you are having with career have now turned itself around, and you've dealt with the conflict. You've dealt with money, especially where money was stuck. And you've dealt with the commitment issue, and now you are waiting to see, is it something that you're going to stay in? On a scale of 0 to 10 in regards to challenge, 0 being no challenge, 10 being the most extreme challenge you can have, this doesn't feel like much of a challenge. It's just in your energy. It feels like maybe a 1.5. 1.5. I'm not committing to a 1, and I'm not committing to a 2, Cancer. It's a 1.5. Oh, you know what I need? I need more. So this is the first layer of your outcome. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Empress in the reverse. Spirit, can you please bring forward the energy? We have the 7 of Cups in the upright position. And we have the 3 of Coins in the upright position. Spirit, bring forward the energy for the first layer of the outcome for Cancer, please. Can you tell me what's going on here? Cancer, you're working on something this week. It is a new beginning. Again, we've got this kind of joining of energies, this simultaneous love energy going on and work energy. So there's two areas of your life that you're extremely focused on right now. One has to do with money and work. I guess three areas: money, work, and then love. And so here what we have in the outcome is you creating a new beginning for yourself. You're working very hard in both work and business. For those of you that have a side hustle, it shows that you're giving your energy to both. Because of that, you're creating a lot of different opportunities for yourself. And I think what's happening here, Spirit, can you confirm this? Yeah, Spirit is making me feel here that you're creating new avenues of income for yourself that you're really unaware of how fruitful they're going to be. Some of them are going to be duds. Some of them are going to be things that you're going to want to walk away from, just because it's a little bit more stressful than you really need. But ultimately, you're creating a lot of avenues of income right here in the first layer of the outcome. You're building your future, and you're building, it's really interesting because it looks like you're building both your home life and your career. But here in the Empress in the reverse, we do not have it coming. It's still seeds being planted, Cancer. It's still seeds being planted. Don't get frustrated about that, because just keep at it. Because the thing about seeds being planted is that, if you don't plant any seeds, you're not going to get any roses, are you? You got to plant the seeds to begin with. In your next layer of the outcome in the Kipper, we've got, in this part of the Kipper right here, again, for some of you are grieving a loss, a recent loss, and that's what this despair is. I kept getting it over here in the Death card as well. And so for some of you, it felt like you've lost an animal, and you're grieving. For some of you, there has been loss of some sort. Some of you lost a job or a career opportunity that you really, really wanted. But don't despair, because it is for the greater good. It is because a new opportunity is coming that's better for you. For others of you, it's just kind of putting the past in the past, and just now the grieving process is happening. When you lose so much in your life, Cancer, you go into survival mode, and grief doesn't happen immediately. So for many of you that went through losing everything, the grieving process is now happening. And because, you're focused on so many things in your life, it's not like you're sitting there, just feeling depressed and out of it. It's like it's coming and going. It's intermittent. Here there's stuff going on for some of you with a home, where it has to do with a legal situation, or maybe not just a legal situation, but it has to do with something very official. And for some of you, I feel like you are, Spirit just made me feel here like you're improving. You're going to refinance, or you're going to go into a better situation with your home. You're going to create a situation here that allows you, for some of you, you're going to kind of walk into your dream property. Over here, Cancer, it looks like for some of you, your work is to do with something very official, and you're moving much more heavily into that line of work. And it looks like it's something that's going to be very professional. Now, like I said, for some of you here, you're opening up a new path, and it looks like you're going into your future in regards to, for some of you, going into a dream home, and for some of you, travel. For some of you, going into your dream home and also planning travel is happening, or you're thinking about that. So that's definitely heavily in your energy this week. And switching back over here in the Kipper outcome of we go back into love again, and we've got privileged lady and we've got expectation. And so what we have here is the how your person sees you, and they definitely know your worth, Cancer. They know your worth, and there's something about your energy this week that just comes across as very elegant. Masculine or feminine energy, you come across very charming, elegant, self-assured, and confident, and wistful in a way, just kind of thinking about just easily and effortlessly. There's this energy of easily and effortlessly in love, just kind of owning where your heart is. And there's, here we have this expectation of your lover coming to you and waiting for them to waiting for them here to ask you out, or waiting for them to go out with them and enjoy their company. And so there's a beautiful energy in regards to love. Again, I just suddenly got travel for some of you in regards to, and you know, I don't know if it's because I'm British, but something is coming out here where some of you are going to be traveling to England. Some of you are going to be traveling to Europe. Some of you are going to be traveling across the ocean here. And there's going to be I don't know what's happening in regards to this week, but I'm just seeing it in your future. I see summer travel. And for many of you, it has to do with going across the sea. Last layer of income, then I promise we're done, Cancer. This reading could have gone on and on. Here we have the moon in the last layer of the outcome. Again, there's this sense of loyalty. Pets are coming out. So for those of you that lost pets recently, you know, I'm very sorry for your loss. It does feel like they're around you. This never comes out in my reading, but it's coming out so strongly here that your pets are around you. Here we have listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. What it feels like in this outcome, Spirit, bring it forward. It feels like you're going, you're being led in a new direction. And it also feels like where you weren't willing to trust anybody, Cancer, it feels like now you're in a space that you can finally open up your heart and trust and allow someone to take you in a direction that they also want to go in. So there's a lot of beautiful energy for the week. Hardworking energy, a lot of decisions, you know, like a kaleidoscope of energy for you this week. But at the end of the day, it all feels good. It all feels very, very strong. It all feels like you're empowered. It feels like you're a beacon of light. It feels like, you know, so even though internally you may be feeling some stress, you may be feeling, I mean, you got this much going on, Cancer. There's definitely fatigue for some of you. And there is, you know, you're using your mind a lot, but at the end of the day, when it comes to how others view you, there's this beautiful energy that you're a beacon of light, that you're absolutely, you're like drawing people to you and drawing emotional experiences to you, and you're beginning to flow in that energy again. So this is really, really a great outcome after everything that you've been through, Cancer. I feel like it can only get better from here. That's what it feels like. It can only get better from here. It's an amazing, spectacular outcome. Cancer, over here, if you haven't caught it already, are 3 yearly readings for 2022. Money, career, and finance. How do they feel about you, and your singles reading. Please also check out your January readings. Because I'm a psychic and a medium, I'm not a book-learned tarot reader, even though I know what all of the tarot means. The spirit world give me the information for those of you that need it. They are supplying a need here, not a want. So many times if you look at my readings at the end of the month, so like January, and you go back and you look at the monthly reading, you go back and you look at the readings from the beginning of the month, you will see that things have played themselves out and the readings will make sense to you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's not your reading, that's okay. But for those of you that need more information or can't resonate with this because it hasn't played itself out yet, please look at last week's reading. Please look at your other readings that are coming down here in your drop down menu. If you got anything out of this reading, please like the video, hit subscribe and the bell button. So next week when I release next week's reading, you will get a notification. You take care, Cancer, and I will speak to you soon.